This is my new home for a good little while. So if you watched my last vlog, you will know that I've moved to Paris for a bit. I fancied a change. I go into detail as to why in that vlog more, so definitely check it out. But whilst I'm here, I wanted to stay in one place for a good while and make it my base, make it my home. This is the place I chose. I'm very excited about it. I'm very happy. I wasn't sure what it was going to be like until I got here. As you can see in the background, it is beautiful. It is stunning, and it's such a beautiful space that I wanted to share with you guys. One thing that's really cool about traveling is that you get to stay in cool new places that you wouldn't normally get to. The architecture in Paris, in France, is very different to the UK. It's very like quaint and pretty and old. I'm very lucky that this building has a lift because I have a very heavy suitcase. Oh my God, oh my God. But not every place in Paris has a lift, so that's very much a luxury here. So it's just different things like that that you experience when you get here that you're like, oh, this is different. It's a fully furnished apartment. Everything came with it. If you know me, you will know this about me. The number one thing I care about is natural light. It just instantly makes me feel safe and happy and bright in a way that a dark place could never do. The impact the sun has on my mood is insane, and today is a beautiful sunny day. The whole space is like filled up with so much light. Waking up to this is just like a joy. The second thing I really care about is like open space. I know not everyone likes having an open plan home, but for me personally, I really like it. I find it more communal. I find it just like brighter, and this could not be more open if it tried. This apartment is basically just one big room. I have the kitchen behind me, I have the living space here, I've got the stairs that lead up to the bedroom. There's no walls, it's just like the bedroom is just there. And in front of me, I have an incredible, huge, big window. Like, this is insane. So this place has the biggest window I have ever seen. It goes all the way to the ceiling, and it has like these big curtains on either side that you pull. It doesn't close all the way, but I'm okay with that. It's such a great view. I don't need the curtains. I can live with this light. Initially, when I saw the pictures of this place, I thought that was the main entrance. You're gonna very quickly realize it is not. I still haven't quite figured out what the purpose of that door is. I will show it to you guys, and you guys can let me know in the comment section below. If there's any Parisians watching, please explain to me why there's a door here. Let me just open the door. You can open the windows. I don't actually know if this one opens. I don't know what this does. I also don't know if I want to find out, but the view, the airflow, it's so bright, it's so spacious, it's so open. I've been quite fortunate that there's not a building in front of mine, so it's just like full-on open space. Also, when you have the windows open, you can hear everything, which I don't mind. It makes me feel like I'm in a hustle bustle city. Oh, I will say, yes, I'm in a busy city. In this space, it feels really quiet and residential. I feel like I'm in my own little bright bubble, like in a glass house, where I can just like see Paris in front of me, but it feels really quiet and safe and warm and lovely. It's a very nice way to experience Paris, I will say. I'm gonna now close the door, but basically we have a door that leads to nowhere, other than your death if you trip and fall. But we're not gonna do that, are we? I wanna show you the coolest part of the view. And for this, I need to go up these wooden steps, which I quite like. When you go to the top and you look at the view and you really zoom in, I can see the Eiffel Tower, which is very, very cool. It's a great perk. And in the nighttime, the Eiffel Tower lights up and you can see it all glittering. It's just a really nice, cool view. So again, very, very happy with this view, very much lucked out. I realized I've almost been treating this window like a TV screen, or like, you know, sometimes you can put like a desktop screen paper or wallpaper. It's like seeing a window into Paris. And I just like sit here and just look at the view, and I just feel so happy to be here. So I'm like filled with so many feelings. So yeah, the biggest perk of this apartment is the view. Also, what I like is the buildings and the apartments here can vary so much. I feel like in the UK, the flats are pretty standard and what you get is pretty standard, whereas when you travel, you get to experience so many different shapes and sizes and styles of homes. So I think for me, a big part of traveling is also getting to experience that. And this is like a style of home that you just don't get that often in the UK. So that's why I went for this one. If I'm here, this is like a once in a lifetime trip. I wanted to do something that I don't normally get to experience. This window was one of them. I will now stop talking about the window, but as you can tell, I'm very happy about the window. Okay, let's go check out the rest of the apartment now. Wow, okay, so sorry, I'm getting distracted by the view again. It's actually crazy. This is the kitchen. Well, this is actually the back of the kitchen because this is the kitchen. What I love about it is that it's open plan. So in front of me is the living room and here's the kitchen. I do plan on having people over. So when I do have people over, I can interact with my guests and my friends whilst also like cooking and hosting. There's like a stool here. So I'm gonna treat this like a breakfast bar and I will just have my breakfast here in the morning and look at this incredible view. This is actually really cool because growing up, I used to watch this children's show. It was like an animated show called Madeline. I'm pretty sure it's Madeline or Madeline, of this like really cute little French girl. And I loved the animation show in Paris. And for some reason, when I'm sitting here looking at this, it just reminds me of that. I think it's because the area I'm in is so beautiful. So everything is just very aesthetic. But big fan of how open plan it is. Now the kitchen itself, I don't know if this is normal for Paris, but there's no cooker. There's like a portable cooker. I have a grill, I believe, and I have a microwave and a fridge. The freezer is currently filled with ice, so I don't know how I'm gonna use the freezer. So we are working with a very limited kitchen, but I don't mind that because even though I'm here for a while, I do plan on spending a lot of my time out and about exploring Paris, but I also, to save money, want to cook. So we shall see how it goes with me cooking in this place. This is actually a big thing with me as a person anyway. I feel like I'm someone who I don't know how I'm gonna feel about a place until I'm there. So I tend not to think about things until it actually happens and I'm in it. At that point, I'm not even thinking about it, I'm just reacting. So I don't know how I'm gonna get on with the kitchen. I guess we shall figure that out through the process of trial and error. But I am very aware that I'm working with a very limited kitchen. But for me, just for me, one person, I think this is great. Do I mainly like it because it's open plan and bright? Maybe. I'm just gonna feed myself on brightness. But let me show you a proper tour of the kitchen and also have breakfast. I haven't had breakfast yet, so let me make myself some breakfast too. Oh no, I think I stepped on something. I think there's something sticky behind here. Great, I have sticky socks now. Love that for me. So this is the kitchen and that's my bottle of water. It's cute. It's cozy. I do need to do a food shop because my fridge is currently empty. So far, all I have is a bottle of water, some orange juice, which I will have now for my breakfast, a small milk carton, olives, the tiniest butter a girl did see. Fun fact, one of the activities I want to do is go to this store where I can buy fancy French butter and I want to try it because apparently the butter in France is meant to be really, really good. To me, I'm like, how great can butter be? But apparently it can be pretty good. So maybe at some point we will go and buy a bunch of fancy French butter and try them out with some fresh bread from a French bakery and have a grand old time having butter and bread. That's like a whole day activity here. So yeah, I will have to do a proper food shop at some point. Also, I'm gonna have to figure out the freezer. I don't understand how this has happened. It is like absolutely filled with ice right now. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do there. I don't think I'm currently equipped with the skills of how to de-ice a freezer, but I'm gonna have to learn quick because if I need to use the freezer while I'm here. So that's gonna be one of my first tasks is de-icing my freezer. Okay, let me show you the rest of the kitchen. So these are the cupboards and they're filled up with random stuff. It has lots of different seasonings that are in French. So this is where my French skills come in. And then we have lots of tea. Oh no, thyme. I don't know what we have actually. I'm pretty sure these are called Madeleines or Madelines. Are they in date? I don't know, but maybe we can try one of these as well. In fact, I will have one of these for my breakfast. Why not? Here's a tea. Okay, I'm not sure what that one is. We've got Twinings Original Earl Grey tea, so I'll make myself some tea later. Got some fancy salt, and then oil and sauces. So we've got the basics. And then in here we have the glasses and mugs. We have more coffee and some tea. But for now, I'm gonna have orange juice, so I will get myself a nice glass. On this side is pretty standard. We just have the sink and then below it is not much, to be honest. It's just like all the cleaning products and stuff. Not very aesthetic, so we shall hide that. We do have a cute little rug. And I really like the tiles. I really like the colors in this flat. I just find them really aesthetic and I think the blue and the yellow with the tiles go really nicely. It's a very basic sink. I mean, I do like those too. I like this. I think that's quite nice. I've not seen a sink like this actually. We have all different kind of cutlery. We have a pan. We have 2 pots. When I have guests over, I can put tea in here and pour it. Very cute. And here is where we have all the kitchen appliances. We have the soda stream, which I've never used, but I'm curious to try. Another kettle, I think. A boiling kettle. This is where I'm gonna cook my food. It's a portable cooker and then a toaster. So there's no like cooker, gas or anything like that. We just have this for my hob and I can only cook 1 at a time and I only have 1 pan. We're working with limited supplies, people. And then here on this bottom one, which I have to open very carefully because I think it's broken. In fact, I don't even think it's definitely broken. So you have to open it very carefully. I have the plates. I did go to the store this morning and I picked myself a pain au chocolat. Now the good thing about Paris is that the pastries are good, pretty much as a standard. Even if you go to a supermarket shop, I still think it's really good. I mean, obviously you better go into like a proper bakery, but I had to pick some stuff up from the supermarket in the morning, so I just grabbed it while I was there. I feel like I've been having a lot of pain au chocolat and croissants since I've been here, which makes sense. When in Paris, why not? How cute. Breakfast with a view. Cheers. I think your home makes such a big difference in your mood. When you have a lovely, bright, pretty home, you can spend more time in it and it feels almost like an activity in itself. Whereas when you don't have a nice home, I don't know, it just makes your overall mood kind of bad. Okay, I don't know what the date of this is. Oh no, I actually genuinely don't know what the date of this is. I'm gonna try it anyway. Okay, if it's out of date, it still tastes great. And that rhymed. Quite sweet, spongy, but nice. I will say, even the basic food here tastes pretty decent. I'm gonna tuck into a pain au chocolat. Considering this pain au chocolat is from like a convenience store, it's pretty good. So my view is the living room. And what I like about the living room is that it's been like really tastefully decorated. Like we have storage and it's very clearly IKEA storage, but it's still really aesthetic. And we have like plants, like dried plants being displayed in vases. We have bookshelves filled with books that are in French, so I won't probably be able to read them. We have prints, we have little decorative pieces, floor lamps, a fan, and even like the table in the living room space. It's like quite a quirky table. It's like a set of 4 and it's like a really nice seating area. Feels very like colorful, bright, welcoming, cozy. As I said, I am planning on having people over. My favorite way of socializing is in my home. I just feel like it feels more personal and intimate. You know when you like go out to dinner with friends, you only end up talking to people sat next to you on the dinner table, so you don't even get to speak to everyone. Whereas if you socialize at home, you just have more freedom to move around and do things more, and there's no like, oh, we have to leave after a couple of hours, you know? So I really enjoy socializing at home. So having a social space is very important to me. What I like about this is that A, it's a central focus of the apartment, like the whole apartment is built around this space, and it's also like a circle. There's 2 seats, sofa, tables, so like we're all around each other. I really like the layout. It just feels really like sociable, open, welcoming. So anyone who comes in here just feels comfortable to like make use of this space and socialize. So yeah, big fan of this. I didn't realize how much I would enjoy having 4 random tables put into one. It's actually super convenient. When you have lots of different things, you can put them on different tables. It's actually quite efficient. I have never seen tables like this before, but now I'm convinced maybe this is the way forward. Another good thing is there's no big light. There's no ceiling lights. This is very European, or maybe this is just a French thing. But in France, particularly in Paris, they don't have ceiling light. They're very much all about mood lighting. Listen, they're speaking my language. This place has lots of mood lighting, like big floor lamps, little lamps on the storage units, and it's just a really nice vibe. Very, very sociable, very warm, very cozy, very communal. It's just ticking all the boxes, which makes sense because I chose this place. Feel free to write your opinions in the comment section below. But for me, this is very me. Very happy. Also, I like the whole art everywhere. As you guys know, I have been in the process of decorating my home back in London, and it's been quite the process. I've been learning a lot, but I do find it hard how to know how to fill the space in the best way. So when I come to spaces like this and I see how other people have decorated their home, it like really inspires me. And sometimes you've got to be in a space and experience it to figure out what you like and what you don't like. I'm gonna be using my time here wisely to like see what I gravitate to. Already realized I like tables that are split in 4, and I like this cushion. room. And I like this rug. I would like a rug. I would also like a really big window, but I think that's a much harder task to do because that's more of a structural, architectural thing. And as you can see next to me, we have the staircase that leads to the top. Again, I like the steps are open. Have to be a bit careful, but ooh, how lovely. Very aesthetic. And again, it's so open, you get to see everything. So when you get to the top of the steps, you have this storage, you have the bathroom, and luckily the bathroom does have a bath, which I feel very grateful for. Gonna have lots of baths here. We have the shower curtain, the sink, and I haven't figured out what this is because there's not a washing machine in this place. Yeah, that's right. There's no washing machine in this place, so I will have to figure out what I'm doing for laundry. I'm assuming I'm gonna have to go to a laundrette. Yeah, that's the whole thing. There's no washing machine here. Again, I don't know if that's specifically this place or if that's normal for Paris. And then the toilet is in a separate room. Ta-da! There's more shelving here, lots of stuff inside. There's also a world map. I should do this, you know. I feel like I've been to enough places now that I would like to experience this. And then when you come out, you have this lovely, interesting bookshelf here, lamp, more storage, cute rug, which I love, some more storage and towels and stuff like that, duvet. This is a bed and it's in like a cute little nook, which I personally like. I like cozy nook spaces, but again, it's open because that's the view. This makes me sound like a child, but I was kind of nervous about how I'd feel in this space because in the nighttime, I like being in a more contained space. Like I like having a door that closes and just being in that room. And I like smaller spaces because I'm scared that in the dark, if I hear something, because it's such a wide, big space, I won't know where it is and then I wouldn't feel safe. So I was really worried because this place is like open space. If I was sleeping and I heard a noise, which so far hasn't happened, that it will spook me out and I won't like that it's so open. Like I would have preferred having a door, but actually when I got here, I don't know if it was because I was like really tired, but that has not been an issue. Yeah, sometimes Gailey is scared that the monsters might come out in the nighttime. So I like to have the door to like protect me from the monsters. So far, I haven't felt that about this place. I think it's because this is a nook, so even though there's not a physical door, it still feels enclosed because of the banisters. And also there's like mood lighting here, and I think mood lighting helps. Yeah, it just feels like a cozy little nook. I don't know what it is about me, but I'm very much a cozy gal. I will always choose cozy vibes. Nothing about a mansion appeals to me. I wouldn't even know what to do with that much amount of space. Not that that's an issue in my life, because I don't think it's ever gonna be that I'll have an opportunity to experience that place, but just saying, if I had to think of my dream place, it wouldn't be a mansion. It'd be like a cozy place like this, I think, which is great because I got to experience it now. I'm literally in my dream place and I slept like a baby last night, so no issues there. Yeah, I really like the cozy vibe of this place. There's also a little fan here because I think this place gets quite hot and quite warm, and obviously because the windows are those big windows, I can't really open them as much. I guess I can open the bottom ones. But yeah, overall great. I've been sleeping like a baby and loving life. Okay, this is not part of the tour, but this is reality. So I have my adapter to adapt things to the UK plug, and then I put this other one on top so that I can put 3 rather than just 1. So this is the current contraption that I have made to charge all my things. This is the light situation. Does that work now? Oh, wrong one. There we go, and then there was light. So we have lovely mood lighting, which makes the place feel a lot warmer. Also, one thing I like about this place, even though we're working with limited space because it is a studio space, every area has been used to the fullest. Like this whole section here feels like it's part of the home. It's not just like been used for random storage, but like it's actually quite a nice setup, and they have nice books. And some of the books are in English, so maybe I will read. This one is called Customer Success. I don't really work with customers, so I don't know how much this applies to my life. I did work in customer service for a lot of my early years. I worked in a supermarket for 5 years, and I don't think my customer service was that great, to be honest. So maybe I did need that book at that time. Hopefully that is a thing of the past. For me, it's really important that I feel comfortable and safe in my home. And I think that's probably a big reason why I like natural light. It just makes things feel safer. And the same with bathrooms. I have such a weird thing about bathrooms. Like if a bathroom feels scary, I'm gonna really struggle with it. And for a while I thought this one might feel a bit scary, but it's been fine. I don't know if anyone can relate to that. I hope people can, so I don't sound like a weirdo, but like sometimes bathrooms and toilets can be scary. And obviously if I'm here for a while, I don't want to be like stress peeing the whole time I'm here. Is that TMI? Probably. I'm used to having stays that are like carpeted, so this is different, but I really, really like it. I like this whole like wood vibe, very natural. And also what I love is that there's candles everywhere. Again, I'm a big mood lighting candles girly. This one is particularly pretty. Oh, and it smells so good. And that is the tour of my new apartment in Paris, which is a wild thing to say. For some reason, it hasn't still sunk in. I think it's because this place is like so pretty that it feels like I'm in a dream. But yeah, this is my home for a little while. Also, I didn't show you, but do you see the light bulbs at the top of the kitchen and the airplane? I just like the little touches in this flat. I don't know if I showed you everything, but I'm sure you're gonna see it as more vlogs come out. But yeah, this is like an overall tour of my apartment in Paris, which I love so, so much. And I hope you guys like it as much as I do. It's a really cool space. It's a really, really lovely space. I feel very, very lucky to experience it and to share it with you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of fun, experience this and sharing it with friends. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Very, very fun. I'm now gonna get ready for the day and explore Paris. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you lots. Please know they matter, and I shall see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.